Hello and welcome everybody. It is a beautiful Tuesday here in St. Louis. I have with me Paulina Edmonds, and we are doing the Rinkside practice cam for the women's practice today. I mean, this is so exciting, such an exhilarating week ahead of us. What should we be looking out for on these practices today?
This is going to be such an incredible week. Because it is that Olympic nationals, it is pretty high stakes for all of the skaters. So for these practices, we're really just watching who is the most in the zone and who looks the most comfortable, just setting their tone up to be on fire all week.
Yeah, I mean, that's it, right? Like, it's a long process until they start competing, getting their body primed and ready, their mind set, getting accustomed to the arena. I mean, there's so many steps to this. This is the last step before being a part of the U.S. Olympic team in Milano, and it just couldn't be more exciting. I know it used to terrify me doing these nationals, but that's fine. I'm on this side of the wall now, and that's great.
It does feel a lot better being on this side of the wall.
Yes.
In terms of that stress, but the excitement is still real.
I completely agree.
I love it.
I completely agree. So let's check out who's on the ice now. All right, so I mean, this first group of the women's practice here, already some heavy hitters out here. I mean, we have Isabeau. It's going to be so exciting to see her deliver this week. And
Definitely.
I saw her commercials recently on on TV. Super fun. It's so fun to see skaters getting the exposure that I think that they deserve as the high professional athletes that they are.
Absolutely. And she's been doing well this season. She got a silver and fourth at her 2 Grand Prix this season. So she's really been putting in the work to continue to build that case for the Olympic team spot.
Yes, absolutely. I'm also really excited on this group to see Sonja Hilmer. I think that one of her programs this season, it's so fun. She does all this tap dancing work to it, and it's so, so cool.
I love it when skaters bring real dance into their programs, and you can tell that they work with actual dance teachers and not just the same like skating choreographer that gives them skating choreography.
Yes.
It just, the blend and the real movement is so unique and refreshing to see.
It gives so much texture. I mean, that's something that you did, I think, so well. I mean, you loved your Latin and your samba-inspired movements. I know you did.
Yes, I did.
And I think
that's funny.
it just adds texture and more.
Yeah.
Personality. You makes your skating more personable as well. I think just that you're taking yourself to that next level.
I agree. Here comes Starr Andrews. Starr was 5th at Skate America this year.
It's interesting, the rink here seems a lot like the World Championships in Boston in terms of it feels darker around in the arena, except on the ice. Also, the sound system sounds unreal through these headphones.
I was just thinking that the sound system sounded amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be such an amazing week.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I mean, this is also quite intense for these women out here because, I mean, they start this party tomorrow.
Yes.
Which I feel is earlier.
It is. It's different. It usually was Thursday, Saturday for the women, and then Friday, Sunday for the men.
Yes.
And now it's been shifted.
Everything shifted forward, and I don't think, from my understanding, that no one is competing on Sunday this time.
Nobody is competing on Sunday. You're right. It's just the Olympic team announcement and the gala.
Yes.
So Sunday is truly a party.
Yeah, I would imagine.
For the skaters who are all still skating on Sunday, of course.
Yeah.
This program is so fun by Starr. I loved watching her perform at Skate America, and I think it's going to be a real crowd pleaser here as well.
Yeah, I think, especially with the sound system, I'm telling you, this sound system and her energy,
Yes.
I think people will start going nuts. Yeah,
Exactly.
already there's people in the crowd already clapping just for a little hair whip.
And how can you not when you see her smile like that?
I completely agree. Was there a program that was your favorite that you ever skated that you just knew, not just you loved it, but the audience would get into it with you?
Probably my cha-cha from my Olympic season, just because it was so high energy.
Yes, I agree.
I would have to say that.
You guys know the drill. If you guys have any questions for Polina and I, send them to @USFigureskating on X, and we're going to do our best throughout the day, throughout these practices, to just answer any questions that you guys might have.
Sonja was 3rd at Midwestern Sectionals, earning her ticket to Nationals this year.
Some really nice musicality details in this program.
And I love how calming this music feels.
Yes.
Jazz. You gotta love it.
Jazz. Is that hard for you? She just did the sit spin and she went up on her toe for a rev.
I never had to do that.
I know you didn't. I mean, I definitely didn't unless I did a really bad spin that happened. But intentionally choosing to do that, would you imagine that would be like?
I think it's definitely difficult, but it's like getting comfortable with that weight pitch being different and bringing it back. So I imagine that once all of these skaters get used to it, it becomes just another.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I love
yes.
that tapping. Yes.
So sick. It's
amazing.
So Kurt Browning core. I love it.
And takes so much skill to be able to do.
And to be on time.
Into a step sequence, exactly.
Also, her transition to her double axel prior to that, just doing a knee slide and then controlling right into it is unreal.
Yes.
Not gonna lie, I wish there was some more of that tapping.
I know.
I was like really captivated by that.
And there goes that change of direction spin. Sonja's so unique in the field for being able to spin both ways. It's incredible.
Whoop.
Tap more.
Yeah, come on, tap more. Can you add it before tomorrow?
Isabeau is the 2024 World Silver Medalist.
I find her skating so elegant.
It is. She's just so light and airy.
Yeah, for real. Seriously, I completely agree. The only thing I wish when I watched her skate was just the forward crossovers to be a little less like bouncy. Even though I like the bounce, but I like the bounce in the knee, but not the arms.
I see. She's really a skater that you can tell has taken and loved taking ballet classes.
Mm-hmm.
But to go the extra step and actually put a lot of that into her choreography each year, and the attention to detail of where her head is and where her arms and fingers are landing, the toe point, the leg extension.
I mean, it's like goes back to what we were just talking about working with like a dance instructor. I think that somebody that isn't involved with ice particularly, but has their own expertise off ice and how you can translate that to on the ice, really reflects things. And I also find that Isabeau is so good at getting picture ops, like her landings and everything is such a good, like all of her lines are so beautiful for photos.
Yes, it really sets her apart in the field right now as well. I would say there really isn't many other skaters like her, and so it's so refreshing to see her style be represented. For viewers watching, one of the interesting things about watching these practices is really seeing the strategy that each skater has for being ready to peak in competition. And so for some skaters, you'll see them skate full run-throughs, you'll see them go for all the jumps. Some skaters will mark the jumps, some skaters will just do sections, as Isabeau is doing right now. And it really is up to the skater in terms of what they feel they need to be prepared to hit on competition day. And it's really important not to peak too early.
Yes.
So I always find it fascinating to see how everyone does it, how different everyone's approach is.
And I think just like going to that, it's so interesting, as you can see Isabeau's long program here, but throughout these practices today, you're going to see a fair mix in the women's particularly of doing short program and long program. I think just for one, confidence level, knowing that they've done a long program or an almost full long program on the main rink before the event, and then they can just hone in on doing their short program tomorrow.
Exactly. I used to mark my programs with music on these official practices, and then once my music was over and other people's musics were on, I would skate my full run through, but without the pressure.
Wait, what?
I would do my run through with no music. Yeah.
No way.
I would, so that I was getting that stamina, but I didn't feel like there were eyes specifically on me because I didn't want the adrenaline of peaking in practice with the music on.
Oh my gosh, I
Yes.
never knew that. That's wild.
Yeah, so that was my strategy, and it worked every time.
That's such a gangster move. Are you kidding me? Just hiding in plain sight.
Exactly. Trade secret released, everyone.
My whole attention to her.
Beautiful short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting flashbacks right now to Boston 2014 Nationals.
Are you? Oh my gosh.
I can like feel that energy in the arena, you know?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Usually it's like exciting, but you can all, like at Nationals I find, but there's like an 80-20 already of like excitement and also fear.
Yes.
I don't know if you feel that or that's me projecting, but
No, I feel that right now. I
there's
feel
tension.
the anxiety,
Yes.
even though there's nothing for me to personally be anxious about.
Yeah, no, I did not even bring my skates. It's not it's not my beast to deal with anymore.
Erica Machida was third at Eastern Sectionals, earning her ticket here at Nationals. Erica Machida and I grew up together in San Jose.
No way.
I know Erica, yes.
Oh, wow.
It is actually so amazing to see her skate right now in this arena, on this ice. She's at University of Delaware.
Vibe change.
She's giving us the entertainment. Honestly, just what I needed when we were talking about the anxiety of
Yeah.
being here for Olympic ice. All the classical music starting to get me like, ooh,
Yeah,
this is just what we needed.
I want something to
Thank
bop
you,
my head
Erica.
to. Let me feel the bass. What a fun skate from Erica. I think it's going to be such a fun performance in the arena.
Shen was first at Pacific Coast Sectionals.
Wow, she has no fear. She was very close to Elyce just then. They could have high-fived very easily.
That was wild.
I find it so cool to watch skaters just develop throughout the season. I mean, this is my first time watching Katie, but I think that this season, I should say, first time watching Katie this season, but I think that what's so cool is seeing the skaters develop from August to October, October to December, and then showing up here at Nationals, and oh, that didn't look very good. It's fine.
She's back.
She's back. I just think it's so cool to see how programs develop. I know for me, like, it took a long time to get a program to look decent. I would always get gassed. It did take around until Nationals till I felt like, I was like, okay, this is a vehicle I'm proud of presenting, as opposed to, like, yeah, finishing and you're like, yeah, I need to work on that still.
Absolutely. And I mean, I think there's something to be said about the muscle memory of just doing it month after month, competing it, getting comfortable with the adrenaline of performing the choreography. So of course, by the time you get to Nationals, it really should feel like it's gelled together really well. And if it hasn't, that's a little scary at Nationals.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yes.
I've been there, done that.
Yes.
Were you a skater that liked to compete a lot, or did you prefer to have a lot of training time with less competition time?
I liked competing a lot.
Okay.
I wouldn't say too much, but I never missed the set performances or competitions I had for the year because I felt like the practice of competing and performing under adrenaline was so important. And once you start taking that out, you just get more nervous for the ones that you go to later.
That's fair.
So for me, it was all the building blocks of just being used to competing. And you never really feel like it's easy, but you do confront the same feeling more frequently and then feel more comfortable, if that makes sense.
It becomes more normal for you then.
Yes.
Okay, so here's another question for you. Were you the type of skater that, like, thrived on that adrenaline, or would it affect you more than not?
I was definitely an adrenaline performer, so I would honestly not have the best practices, and then I would have great performances.
Yeah.
Felt terrible, like the stress all day, like not being able to speak, just that, like, I can't wait till this is over. Why do I do this every time? I hate this feeling. And then I would go and I would compete, and I would always be able to turn it on. But I wasn't the person that came out and was like showing off at practice that everyone talked about. Oh my God, clean long.
Yeah.
We can take our eyes off her in practice. I think I was always fine. I was always good at practices, but I turned it on in competition, which I would much rather have than the other way around.
100%.
Yeah.
I loved the pressure. Like, so much.
Interesting.
I hated it, but I loved it in terms of, like, that.
True.
I would always lace up my skates before an event, and I'm like, why do I do this to myself?
Yeah.
Like, what inside of me is making me want to do this? But then when I stepped on the ice, I was like, oh yeah, like, this is why I want to do this. I have no idea how it's going to go, but I loved that, just like that fear, but also that challenge of, like, let's see what I'm going to, how I'm going to show up for myself today.
I would agree. I mean, I think you have to be a little crazy to be in a performing sport like this with the amount of adrenaline we have for that 4 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like a welcomed crazy that we all
Yes. It's a search. I look
are
for
into.
it.
Yeah.
Even now, I'm, like, trying to find ways to feel that level of discomfort, even though it's, like, chosen discomfort.
No, totally. And I think it's the feeling, at least for me, that I've found is that laser focus of, like, getting into the zone or flow state that you get with skating. And I've honestly only felt that when I do other physical activity, like skiing down a mountain, where I'm like, oh wow, this is really dangerous and I could hurt myself, but I'm zoning in. I'm going fast right now. This is awesome. Yes,
it's that locking in, which I just think makes such a, I don't know, maybe it's an adrenaline junkie thing. I don't know, because I wouldn't want to jump out of a plane.
I wouldn't want to ride a motorcycle. So, like, I get it. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. It's special.
You know what? It is. Also, speaking of special, you guys probably can't see it here, but I'm sure you'll catch it at some point. On the boards, there's a photo of a dog by the Nulo banner, and I actually think that's Henry, Maddie and Evan's dog. One of two dogs.
incredible.
I could be wrong, but it looks like Henry if I've ever seen him.
I think you're right. I also saw the Nulo commercial playing at the airport when I landed in St. Louis.
Yes.
And it was definitely Maddie and Evan with their dogs.
100%. And there was another like pillar with just Henry and Stella, and Stella doesn't have teeth anymore. I know their dogs quite well. But yeah, so if you are at the airport, check out Maddie and Evan's dogs. You can also check out Maddie and Evan, but you probably see them more than their dogs. Like we mentioned earlier, if you guys have any questions, send them to @USFigureSkating on X. We would love to answer them. Pulling in myself, we will do our best to answer them throughout the day if you have any. If not, just enjoy us talking. I'm still blown away by the fact that you would just do run-throughs without music on these practices.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
so
that's
gangster.
why I'm watching these skaters go for everything with the music on, and in my head I'm like, ooh, could never be me. I loved doing my run-throughs with no music.
I always had this superstition that
I felt like a spy.
Get out of here. A spy. You know, I always had this superstition because it happened to me like twice that I just no longer let it happen again, in terms of we had done like a full run through, which ice dancers never really do on practice. We did like a full and then fell over, I think 3 times in the event, in the free dance, which we did the full with our music like 3 days prior, and it was like absolutely excellent. Like I just had the feeling of like, oh my God, all I got to do is just that again. But I'd used it up, and that was like crazy to think that I've like used up the good run through of the week. But unfortunately, it happened to me again, where we did another run through another event because our coaching team at the time wanted us to, and we were like, yeah, let's do it. And then when it came to actually competing, I almost like lost that adrenaline factor that I know that I thrive on, because I was like, I know that I can do this, which when you go out there, you know you can do it. Like you train for these moments. But like for me, there was something always so exhilarating, but also like this standard I had of myself and the way that I showed up when I competed, that if I didn't know exactly what it was going to be like, I had to be on my game. Mm-hmm. Like you're open to adaptations, you're open to things not working, but like if you do it really well and then try to do it really well or better again, you like know what to expect. It's like that not knowing what to expect really held me in this place of like, okay, I have to be on. Mm-hmm. And I loved that. And then I found out real quick that I don't work well if I do a full program. So we would do like, honestly, minimal in our run-throughs. And Patrice and our coaching team, both in Montreal and in Michigan, was like, can you do more? And I was like, no. They're like, can you work more? And I was like, the work is done. Let me compete.
Yes,
let
honestly.
me just do my job. I need it for 4 minutes, not 40 minutes right now.
That's actually so funny that you say that, because that's what my coaches used to tell me too when we would come for competition week, is we're not here to practice, we're here to compete.
Yes.
So we're not here to watch you do a full run through in the practice. We saw you do them at home. We know you can do them.
Yes.
Like it is that magic feeling of you do it once, you do it with the music, with the crowd, with the energy, and it's not something that you're trying to replicate. It's something that you're making new for the first time on that ice in that competition.
Yes, I completely agree.
Seeing some great combos from both Erica Machida and Shen at the end of this practice. I love seeing skaters use their full practice time and just really go for all of it, because they really do only get this section of time today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. On
at
this
least
rink.
on this rink.
Yes, yes. And I was like a huge skater too. Like I wanted to do every element with Caitlin once. If I did it once, I was good. I'd rather spend, for me, like the last 3 or 4 minutes skating around either alone or with Caitlin, just chilling, like holding hands, talking, kind of taking in the environment. Because when you were, again, as we talk about being like so zoned in and laser focused, when it came to the actual event, I loved connecting with the audience, but I also like didn't see them because I was so honed in. There would be like glimpses that I remember of like one swing roll in a program that I remember making eye contact, and the rest was like a blur. But it's so honed in and so just laser focused that I found that it was really nice to be able to just, even with the small amount of audience here today for the practices, just connect with them and like take in their energy and yeah, I don't know, like it's very special being out there.
Even just the lights.
Yeah, the lights are cool.
It just feels so crisp.
Yes, it does. And that crisp is really crisp in the morning if it's like 6 or 7 a.m.
Oh, goodness
That crisp
gracious.
makes you squint a little bit.
I feel like I just made eye contact with Isabeau.
We just talked about connecting. She's using her time wisely.
Perfect.
Connecting with us.
I'm like, please don't look at me. I don't want to be distracting.
Look at me. Get distracted now so you know in the event, don't get distracted. Use your time wisely.
We're seeing some stroking patterns now to close off the practice. Starr is hitting what my coach always called the Michelle Kwan stroking pattern.
Oh. The Michelle Kwan stroking pattern. I used to love that then.
There goes Sonja doing it too.
Hey.
I love that skaters close their practice with one final stroking pattern, present, and then bow. I think it's like the perfect closer to the official practice.
Yes, I completely agree. It also kind of feels like when you go to a nice restaurant and they give you like a free little like mint on the way out.
Yes.
I know that's really weird. And you're like, I don't want this, but they're like, here, have this. It's the same kind of thing. Like it just wraps it all up.
It does.
Each competitor's music will be played one time in the following order: Alina Bonillo, Brooke Gewalt, Lin, Logan Higase-Chen, Bradie Tennell, Zhang.
All right, so now we have the second group of the women's practice here. I am so excited for some of the skaters out here. Amber Glenn, it's about to be so cool watching Bradie do her thing, and so many other amazing women. It's going to be so cool.
We have a lot of very strong women in this field.
Yes.
And you really can't ask for anything more in an Olympic season.
I completely agree. I just want to see some throwdown performances. My favorite thing about an Olympic season is just watching those skaters like put out those performances where they know they couldn't have done anything more. Whether they got the result or the outcome that they wanted, they did everything they possibly could. We're starting to get some questions in here. As you pack for the U.S. Championships, you're going to be at the rink 10 hours a day for the next 4 days. What should you bring to the rink with me for the day? Oh, my gosh. A portable phone charger, depending on how much you like to be on your phone. Even though if someone's skating, don't be on your phone.
Hydrate.
Yeah.
Can you bring water bottles into the arena?
You know, I actually don't know.
You would have to double check. But if you can bring an empty water bottle into the arena to keep refilling, that would probably be smart.
Yeah, 100%.
I think being warm is important. It will be a packed crowd,
yes.
hopefully. So it shouldn't be too cold, but definitely bring a jacket you could take on or off.
Yeah, I'm like 100% just in a t-shirt and like a light jacket on top, and I feel pretty good, and there's not many people in here. But mind you, I run warm. So
yes,
having some, yeah, mind you, you're like in a really nice.
I'm in a coat right now.
Yeah.
I did come from the junior arena though before this practice, and it is much colder there.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, this ring's, it's honestly not
fine.
bad.
Yes.
I would just pack layers. Don't pack heavy stuff. Just pack layers because that's like the best way to mediate your temperature. So yeah, I hope that answers your question, Vicky. Have you seen Alyssa's new Gaga program yet? No, I have not.
I have, because I skate with Alyssa in San Francisco.
Oh, my insider trading.
I do. I have seen it.
Insider
I did see it earlier in the
trading.
season, however, so if they've changed things, I am not the expert on it, but I do know what it looks like, and it is really fun, and it was really awesome seeing her put it together with Massimo earlier last year, so I'm excited.
Is it similar, or is it different to what she competed earlier on in the season? Or do you not want to say?
I haven't seen it as recently as
Oh,
before.
okay. You're
Yeah.
talking about from when you saw it in the summer then. I understand. Okay, so not so much insider trading.
I've seen them working on it and working on the step sequence after her competition that she performed it, but then once the Grand Prix season started, of course, she started training the MacArthur program.
Got it. Well, then we
It's
have
gonna be
not.
great.
I know. I'm so pumped. I want her to just shred so much. All right, skating first will be Alina.
Now skating, Brooke Gewalt, short program, followed by Amber Glenn.
Skating now is Brooke.
I love that pink.
It is very pink.
Brooke was 4th at Midwestern Sectionals. I love when skaters pick music that sounds good in the arena and on the ice.
Yeah, me too. I also kind of like the old school feel to this.
Yes. The instruments. It's one of those things where sometimes you listen to a song in your car and you think it's going to be a good pick, and then you put it in the ice rink, and then you realize it's maybe not for this setting or like this big arena like feel. Like, how is it going to sound full? So I always love this type of music where, oh my God, the arena isn't even full of people right now, yet the music's filling up all the space, and I love it.
It feels really well. Yeah, that happened to me so many times. I'd be, yo, this music's so sick. We should try to skate to it and put it on like in the rink, and I'm like, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Kellen's like, what is this? And I'm like, I actually don't know what you're talking about. I don't know. It's on shuffle.
Right?
I didn't pick this.
You're like, but the bass sounded so good in my car.
Yeah, it sounded so sick.
Now skating, Amber Glenn.
Skating now, Amber. Are we seeing a triple axel right now? What do you think?
I don't know. Again, I think this is going to be one of those things where we're seeing Amber's strategy right now. And she's been in the game long enough to know what works for her. So I guess we're going to find out. Amber's the reigning national champion. She's going to try to defend her title. Bam.
We did.
Gorgeous triple axel.
That was dialed. That could have probably cleared a smart car.
It was so calm.
It was. I actually wasn't expecting it for how calm she was going into it. She skates with such a maturity. It's amazing.
So much power.
Yeah, so far, evidently, like the most powerful skater we've seen yet.
Yes.
And I do love that about her skating. Like, I love that she brings that rawness and like that strength, but also that elegance all in one.
Yeah, she's very unique in the sense that she has such an athletic presence in terms of the speed and the power she's able to display, but at the same time she has a softness, so she doesn't lose that graceful feeling.
Yeah. Speaking of music that will sound unreal in an arena, I think this does. And with the intensity of an event like this, like people will be like, oh my gosh. And if she can deliver a clean skate, this is when people are going to get into it.
It builds really well. So here we see Amber walking through her step sequence. I think this is like a great example of where she's gonna turn it on and give us that full magic, but also magic for herself in the actual event, rather than doing it in this practice right here, right now with the music.
Yeah, I always talk about wanting to get yourself in like that performance mindset when it comes to the practices and like really putting your emotion out there in terms of knowing what you want to produce. But I also think that slightly contradicting my own words, to be honest with you, like I would want to really feel and give that emotion as much as I could, but also reserve just a little bit so I know I can give more for the performance itself. Because again, if the practice feels really good, the night before, the sleep feels really hard because you're like, oh no. I mean, there's no way you sleep well, actually. I didn't. Were you the type of skater that liked to wear costumes on practice or not?
No.
No.
Again.
No.
For me, it was much more of, again, that magic feeling of wearing it in the competition only.
Mm-hmm.
And again, I didn't want to feel any of that extra adrenaline wearing my costume in practice.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that for a lot of skaters, it is a comfort thing of practicing in your costume gets you used to the feeling, so you can feel more like you're in practice when you compete. And I think it's just really a personal preference. I know ice dancers always practice in their costume.
Oh my gosh, they're just like the peacocks at the zoo pulling up. Ice dancers are just like, look at my feathers.
And you love it.
I mean, I loved it, don't get me wrong. I loved it. Just showing off all the time.
Bradie hit a triple West triple toe. She's out here to fight this week.
She is. I mean, these Olympic spots are tight. They always are.
They always are.
They're never not. Oh yeah, that's very clear. I think it's always very tough.
And there's always so many skaters who deserve to go. That's the magic of nationals, though. Putting it all on the table one last time.
Yeah. I know that the selections have changed little by little each Olympic cycle and what's required and whatnot, and the body of work now that's taken way more into account than I think it has in the past. I mean, the guidelines are very, like, much clearer, I should say, in terms of the weight in each competition and how, like, the highest placement or the score based on what you get, and then, like, there's a multiplication factor of that, and then the weight of nationals has more weight than all the other events. But again, like, it's not just one event which matters. It's like the body of it all, like how your trajectory of scores, how your performances have been going throughout the season. Is it just like one really bad skate and the rest really good, or are you constantly showing up and delivering and showing that not just that you want to be a part of that Olympic team, but like deserving of it as well?
That consistency factor is huge for the selection process now. And it's that feeling of trust that the team wants in terms of their skaters being confident that they're going to be able to put out strong performances in Olympic Games.
Yes.
And so that's really where the body of work comes in, rather than a flash in the pan. But I would still argue that Nationals is the hardest competition of the year, and being able to lay it down when it counts at Nationals should be the ultimate factor.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I agree. It
or
is
the highest ranking of the, what's it called?
That, I mean,
Criteria.
it is, right?
Yeah.
The hardest thing about that is just the fact that, like, for these skaters, they're asking to be peaking or, like, just sub-peaking at your national championships to make that Olympic team, but then you also want to be peaking at the biggest event of your life, being in the Olympic Games, but that's in 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. So...
I mean, it is pretty much the same, though, every year in terms of qualifying for a world team spot. So at least there's that practice of, you know, Nationals should feel like the halfway point, but a very strong halfway point.
Yeah, I just know for us, like, we had to peak here in order for us to continue on to the next events. But then going, exactly. Same for you, but then trying to continue and keep peaking was really, it's so hard, that turnaround, like, to a 4 continents after an event like this.
That's true.
It was like, oh my gosh, it was always such a, not a throwaway, but like, when you peak at an event like this and compete 8 days later, 7 days later, trying to peak at another championship event, it was so tough.
It's a tight turnaround.
Even with the Olympics, it was like we were fortunate when we went in 22 to just have like a good buffer of time from nationals. I think there was like 4 weeks from when we competed to when we competed again, but still, like, it's just tight.
No doubt the skaters that make the team this week will be on a crazy trajectory the next month leading up to the games.
I mean,
it's going to go full throttle next week for them.
It's going to be crazy. Like,
I'm so exciting.
I'm so excited. I remember, again, in 2022, How just intense and crazy it was. Like our journey to making that Olympic team, not knowing if we were going to be able to compete that season with Caitlin's injuries, and then showing up and delivering at our third event that season, which was U.S. National Championships. We just made it happen at the right time and delivered like the performance of our life in that moment to make that Olympic team. But I remember so specifically right before the press conference after the team was announced, with us, Maddie, Evan, and Maddie and Zach. Maddie and Zach walked up on stage. Maddie, Chalk walked up on stage, and we were just about to walk right behind Evan, and Evan turned around and stopped us. And he looked at us and he said, your life will never be the same after this moment.
Aww.
And I was like, what? He's like, have fun. And then walked up on stage with this big old grin on his face. And I was like, what does he mean? And he couldn't have been more right. Like, my life changed forever after being named to the Olympic team, having that Olympic experience, just absolutely life-changing.
It's so true. I think about that even now, where in my head I'm like, I can't believe I'm part of the club. Like, that's so cool.
Yo, it's nuts. Because
Olympians forever.
It's like, in one hand, it's just the Olympics. But in the other hand, it's like, it's the Olympics.
It's so crazy to be able to peak in your career and have the luck of timing, because the Olympics is really only every 4 years.
Yes.
And so there's so many talented, amazing skaters that do so well in seasons that there isn't an Olympics in.
Yes.
And it's all timing. So it's like the luck of the stars, and it's your hard work, and it's just everything coming together. And that is the truly magical aspect
yes.
of the games.
So much. That's why I think like this week is so emotional too, because like there's anyone that has experienced that from either like your own personal experiences within competition or even outside, like when there's so much culmination of work put in for just a short amount of execution and then you deliver in that moment, it is just so like nothing can stop you. A beautiful spin there.
Sherry Zhang was actually the 2024 Youth Olympic silver medalist. She was 5th at the U.S. Championships last year in the senior level.
Wow.
She's a beautiful skater.
Ooh. My hamstring could never.
I was just thinking that.
You're like,
ouch.
Ouch. If she ever scraped her knee, she could really take a good look at it.
She really could.
She's like, oh, wow, scrape my knee out. I'm like,
Let me get it closer.
Yeah, I
to
need
my
to take
face.
a photo of that. That's far away. I mean, it's not. I'm short, but it's a stretch.
There are approximately 13 minutes remaining in this practice session.
how is the skating order determined?
Mm-hmm.
Question.
What a great question.
Well, I'm pretty sure the short program is random, correct? And the free skate is not?
Well, yes, but I think short program, if you were top 5 last year, I believe, at least in ice dance, there was a draw for the last 2 groupings.
I see. Okay, no, you're probably right. I think that is true.
It's tough because I feel like it does subtly change each year. But from my understanding, I believe that the top 5 of last year draws for your last, in ice dance, what would be your last 10 skaters?
Yes. I think that's correct for the short program.
Yeah, but I don't know if that number changes, if it's top 6 in singles or not, just based on number of skaters. Just in order for TV's purpose, they try to keep them in the last 2 groupings because usually they show those last 2 groupings. But for the free program,
the free program is going to be based off of the scoring and ranking of the short program. So you're going to see the top 6 from the short program in that final warm-up group. And then usually the top 3 are also in order, I believe. Or actually, maybe they get a random picking, but they are the final 3 of that last warm-up.
Yeah. So
and that's also for TV purposes.
Yeah, so top 3, and again, it changes because like at most ISU events, it's just a flip of placement. But I don't know if your top 3 here draw for your last 3 spots.
I think they draw for the last 3. At least when I was skating, that's how they did it.
Same. And it just feels like it changes all the time. I'm not even going to lie.
Yeah. So we're giving you our best guess, but most likely this is going to be the setup for the free skate. I do love a random draw, though.
Yo, I love a random draw. It makes the judges' job harder.
It's
already
hard.
hard.
As it should, though. I really don't think that your scoring should change whether you're first to skate, first in the event, or if you skate last.
I completely agree.
But, sometimes it just feels that way. The first warm-up group, it feels like everyone's getting warmed up to skating and whatnot. But I love it when there's really strong skating right off the bat and they're getting high scores and they stay there for the entire event.
Yes.
It's so impressive.
Yes, I completely agree. I mean, I think that putting that it just, like, I understand. It's like the conversation of world ranking points and how world ranking changes your skating order, and I totally get it, but it's just tough because, like, you can have a skater that's absolutely phenomenal and just has a breakthrough season, but they don't get the opportunity to really get the visual representation or, like, the judges to see them in that top 3, top 5 spot because they're skating first in the event.
Right.
Now, nationals, it is a little different, but still, it's hard being a skater, being like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna skate first or second, and I can't expect my components to be exactly where they can be.
Well, and there's always the aspect of skaters who are making comebacks and, haven't been in the scene, and so that all of a sudden they're in the first warm-up, but maybe a few seasons back, they were in the last warm-up.
Yeah, they were skating last.
We see that all the time. With all of, like, these amazing Olympians that have had comebacks in the last few seasons, too.
Yeah, I completely agree.
I think I skated first in the short program at Nationals in 2018 when I had a comeback season.
No way.
I did.
Oh, wow.
And I did clean program, bang, right off the bat, set the tone for the event.
That's amazing.
That's how we like to do it.
That's so sick.
I love random order.
Oh my gosh.
I'd skate first again, honestly.
You know what? I do love. I didn't love skating first, but I also love skating first.
Then you're done, and you get to relax, and you get to watch everyone else be stressed, and you get to watch. It's great.
You know, the only downside of skating first, in my perspective, is the audience isn't comfortable yet. So
that's fair.
You know what I mean? It's like, for me, there would need to be like a warm-up act before. It's like, if the
so you want to be second.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but it's like if you go to a concert and, like, you're going to see the artist and you're like, yes, but they come on and no one opens for them, everyone's going to be like, woo! Like, they're not going to be like, oh my God, I'm so pumped, I'm in the vibe. Like, so that's kind of the hard thing of when you skate first is you're, like, setting that tone, which is, like, a huge responsibility, can be really cool. But if you're having like a really intense event and you skate last and you lay it down, like the audience is going to get even more into it. Not even just because
That's
it
true.
could be better. It's just the audience is more into it.
This is true.
You know what I mean?
It all goes into that, the perfect timing of the event and all of that. But what about in the 6 minute, or not 6 minute warm up, the 6-person warm up? I guess you had 4 for dance.
5.
5. What was your preferred
Skating
number
order.
to skate? If it was a random poll, which one would you want to be in?
Oh my gosh. I loved second, third, or last. I didn't really like fourth, and I didn't like first. First, because we only have 5 minutes. We don't have 6 minutes.
Yes.
So by the time that skaters, there's 1 minute left in your warm-up, my heart rate's
You
like
have to
190.
rest. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm freaking out. I'm competing in like 60 seconds.
It's so true.
And I need to calm down, and I need to get some water, and I need to blow my nose, and I want
Mm-hmm.
to talk to my coaches. Like, there's this list of things.
It's so true.
Second is cool because you don't have time to think. You go
Yes.
backstage, you like reset. Okay, time to go. And I liked last just because, again, like you said, like you can close it out, and like I liked that pressure. I liked knowing what my competitors were putting out. Like Caitlin did not like hearing scores. I would be looking at the protocol. What? I would be like, yo, what'd they get? Okay,
That's
their score. I want to
crazy of
see.
you.
Okay, I want to see. Okay, that's what they're throwing
I'm
out.
going to relate to Caitlin on this.
Yeah.
I always blocked out what people got.
Oh, I loved it. Because then I'm like, okay, I can do that. Or if they got a huge score, I'd be like, I could do that. Like, I don't know. It didn't change anything for the way I skated. And if someone didn't get a good score, I'd be like, I still need to deliver. It was just kind of like, I liked having an awareness of where, like, the median was before I got off the ice. Because then, like, I knew if I skated really well, like, I don't like expecting or thinking of a number. But then if I'm sitting in the kiss and cry, I'm like, oh my God, we got 118. And then I'm like, oh, that's in 9th place. Versus, like, knowing, like, okay, this actually puts us somewhere there. I don't know. Shouldn't change the way you skate, but I love knowing it.
Hey, personal preference. I definitely did not like knowing how people did. Mostly because I was just so zoned into the job at hand and the inner pressure I had at myself to just skate clean and land all my jumps, that at the end of it, if I accomplished that, then I had a ballpark expectation based off of what scores at other competitions or whatever were, but I would never really like, I always really hate watching skaters before I actually skate, like even earlier in the day, because if I watch someone fall, I feel like that's stuck in my head and gonna jinx me to fall.
Yes, yeah, I
So
understand.
like I can't look at anything until I'm done competing.
That's so interesting because
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch either.
Yeah.
I would-
yeah, but
I
you
wouldn't
look
watch,
at the
but I'd
scores.
look at the
That's
scores.
crazy. Yeah.
Because, like, I didn't want to see what they produced, but I wanted to know what, like, the median of what the judges were giving that day. Because I knew, like, what was being produced in practice and just assuming the best for everybody. I'd be like, okay, like, that's kind of what they're getting. Because, like, you can't compare scores from event to event, but you
No.
can compare scores within the event.
Right.
Because, like, that's the same panel for the 10 or 15, 20 skaters. So, like, that's the standard of that event. So, like, I wanted to know, like, who's getting what for what they're delivering consistently, unless there was a mistake. But I don't know. It just helped me kind of get peace of mind knowing, like, okay, like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, it's all kind of that strategy, right? So I definitely loved skating second because you get to use that full 6 minute warm up and then you get the little 3 minute break while someone else skates and then you go right away. I feel like you're the most warm and the most primed. Hated skating last.
Oh, yeah.
I did skate in that final.
6 is a long time, though.
You know, yeah, like you wait an hour backstage
That's
after
crazy.
a 6 minute warm up, and then you have to go do 7 triples
Yeah.
or whatever, right? And it just is the longest time to be back there, like not burning yourself out but staying warm.
Yes.
So I would definitely say second is the best number to skate, but of course, as a competitor, you get used to skating no matter what order you pull, and it's great if you skate in that last 4, 5, 6 spot because the energy of the arena, the scoring, it's all going to kind of lean in your favor if you skate well.
I completely agree. So we're just wrapping up the second group of the women's practice here. We will have a quick ice make in a moment. for the final group of the championship women's practice. As we just said, we are wrapping this up, so come back and join us. Thank you.
Welcome back to another episode of Skating 101. Last week we went over part 1 of the scoring system, the technical score. Now let's go over part 2, component scores. Component scores are made up of many things, like skating skills, transitions, unity, interpretation of the music, and timing. In simple terms, it's basically scoring of the artistic parts of a program. All 9 judges give scores for 3 categories: composition, presentation, and skating skills, on a scale of 0.25 to 10. And if you couldn't tell by now, this is a really good score. The average of those 3 scores are added together and multiplied by the predetermined factor score, arriving at the final component score. The component score is then added to the technical score, and at last, we arrive at the final score of the program. And that's it for Skating 101. See you next week.
He's on you, bro. It's a drag race.
Lighter. They are lighter. You'll probably feel it. Nice.
Oh,
dude.
come on, triple. No way. Stop. No. Oh, that's the landing. That's the landing right there.
Yeah, that's right.
New boots, new blades, and you just did single axle, double axle, triple axle. Like.
Welcome back to another episode of Skating 101. To this point, we've covered the basics and the jumps. In week 1, we touched a little on the scoring of programs, so let's dive a little deeper into that. This is the kiss and cry, where skaters receive their scores and where some of the greatest reactions are born. But how do we get to those everlasting moments? Skaters are judged on 2 different parts of a program, the technical score and the program component score. Today, let's focus on the technical score. Every required element of the short program, free skate, rhythm dance, and free dance is assigned a base value. Base values of all recognized elements are published annually by the ISU in the Scale of Value chart. The base value of the elements depends on the number of rotations for jumps or the assigned level of difficulty for elements like spins, steps, lifts, twizzles, throws, and more. Next is the grade of execution. Simply put, it's how well the element is executed. During a performance, the technical panel identifies an element and its grade of execution on a 10-point scale, ranging from 5 to -5. The final grade of execution is the average of all 9 scoring judges' marks. The final score of the element is a combination of the base score and the grade of execution score. And that's all for Skating 101 this week. Next week, we'll dive into how the component score and final score of the entire program is achieved. See you next week.
I'm back, but this time I'm in New York to celebrate 100 days out for the Olympics. Did you miss me? Be honest, you did. Channeling my main character energy by doing some shopping, some sightseeing, pretending like I'm in an episode of Gossip Girl. But alas, duty calls, so I headed over to the Team USA Media Summit to celebrate 100 days out from the Olympics. And guys, this place was massive. There were so many star athletes there, it was crazy. Must have been some sort of mix-up because they forgot to add me into this. Don't worry, I fixed it. Took some notes on other athletes and how they answer media questions because I never got formal media training. Oops, haha. Then came the photo and video shoots where we were absolutely serving. Look at Jason, serving. Honestly, I think Tyra Banks would be proud of us. If you're looking for models, you know where to find us. Then came the press conference. Answered some questions, smiled politely, resisted the urge to say no comment so everyone be proud of me. Hit the Team USA gift shop because how else will anybody know that I was there? Plus, I had to get my mom something. Jason and I hopped on this moped just to give you guys a little sneak peek of how I'll be arriving at the venue if I make the Olympics. For real, I think I'm growing on them. Dare I say, besties. And that's a wrap for Media Day. Only 100 days out till Milan. I mean, who's counting? Me. I'm counting.
We're off to a good start. Hi everyone, my name is Bradie Tennell, and I am about to try to design my very own trading pin. I cannot draw to save my life, so this should be pretty interesting. My very own trading pin, that means I can make it whatever I want. Okay, I have a vague idea of what I want. This is good, this is progress. It's all just vibes. Why am I forgetting what order the Olympic ring colors are in?
On your shirt.
Wow, I'm so smart. Actually, that's really funny. Now, the bigger challenge is going to be me actually being able to draw the Olympic rings, because I don't think I've ever drawn a successful, like, great circle. And it's upside down. You said I have 3 minutes to do this? That's not enough time. What? Excuse me? The big reveal. 3 minutes to do that. Woo! I'm so proud. Okay, so in 2018, my family had somebody made us shirts that said Team Tennell. So I kind of hijacked that little phrase. And obviously my proportions are off. This was supposed to fill in all of this space, but this is the Olympic rings. And this is, it just says Milan 2026 because that's obviously where the Olympics are. We need like another couple of drafts, and then I think it'll be ready to go into production. So, very good friend with a master's in fine arts would be so proud of me.
How do you keep it fresh and fun even after skating over and over?
I think that's the great thing about skating and sport in general is that anything can happen, and that's true for training on a daily basis as well. But there are also the little goals that you set for yourself on a daily basis, and just trying to get that 1% of improvement each day.
I think skating too is just inherently fun. I think it's one of the more fun sports I've ever tried, and just connecting always back to that joy of stepping on the ice and feeling the glide and feeling the wind in your face. That is always going to be there, even in the most stressful days.
I often find myself looking for this feeling of flow, and our coach once said to us, once you have it, you're just going to chase it and want it all the time. And I was like, oh, I want it so bad, I want to feel it. And then one day I felt it and I was like, whoa, I know what he means. And then you kind of chase that feeling, and it's really satisfying when you can link it together and stay in that flow as long as possible.
Welcome back to another week of Figure Skating 101. Last week we went over the basics of the sport. Now let's dive into one of the most exciting elements in figure skating, the jumps. There are 6 different kinds of jumps in figure skating: the loop, the salchow, the lutz, the flip, the toe loop, and the axel. Each jump is differentiated by the method of takeoff and landing. But today, let's talk about the most iconic of them all, the axel. Now, let's go way back. In 1882, Norwegian figure skater Axel Paulsen landed the first jump in competition, a single axel. Since then, skaters have progressed from doubles to triples and now even quad jumps, 4 spins in the air. Figure skating enthusiast or not, odds are you've heard of the triple axel. First landed by Canada's Vern Taylor in 1978 for men, and Japan's Midori Ito in 1988 for women, it remains a key element of many programs for both men and women to this day. American figure skater Ilya Malinin has recently taken the sport to new heights by doing what some once considered to be impossible, a quad axel. He first landed it at the U.S. International Figure Skating Classic in 2022, and it remains a staple element in many of his programs today, along with other quad jumps. So, what makes the axel so hard? It's one of 4 jumps where the skater takes off from the outside edge. However, it's the only jump that takes off with the skater moving forward and lands with the skater backwards. And that's all for Skating 101 this week. Keep an eye out for some triple and even quad axles out there at Skate Canada this weekend. See you next week. Oh, and did we mention backflips are legal now? Figure skating. It's one of the most beautiful and athletic sports at the Winter Olympics. But what's actually happening out there? There are 4 events: men's singles, women's singles, pairs, and ice dance. Singles focus on jumps and spins, pairs add lifts and throws. Think gymnastics on ice. In ice dance, it's rhythm, footwork, and storytelling. Basically, ballroom dancing on skates. Each skater performs 2 routines, the short program and the free skate, combining technical moves with artistry. Points from both performances are combined for a total score where gold, silver, and bronze medals are decided. Jumps earn points for difficulty, spins and steps show control. And yes, judges score both the athleticism or technical element score and the artistry, known as components, where composition, presentation, and skating skills are graded. It's power, precision, and performance, all on ice. That's this week's Figure Skating 101. See you next week.
Hey guys, I'm Camden Polkman. I'm gonna be designing my US Olympic pin. This is very stressful. I feel like I'm being put in the spot. What's your favorite shape? Someone.
Trapezoid.
Triangle, we're doing the triangle. Sorry, trapezoid's cool, but I don't think I remember what that is. So we're gonna do a triangle here. I'm gonna go, oh, actually I have a good idea. So on the left side, it's gonna say faster. On the right side, it's gonna say higher. And the last one's gonna say on the bottom, because 3 sides, stronger. Can I get a time check? Oh, we're chilling, we're good. Now I feel like this looks ugly. And then we're gonna do a little bit of some designs on the corners. Because in Milano Cortina, there's a lot of mountains. So you know what mountains are shaped like? Triangles. Someone laugh, please. Like, I can't do this without the laughter. Thank you. Got the rings here. Those look like donut holes. Those do not look like the rings. That does not look like the Olympic rings. Yikes. Time check, time check, time check, and can you make it longer? We're done. We got it. That was so bad. All right, so this is the pin. So we have a triangle because someone said they like triangles. On the outside, we have faster, higher, stronger. The Sidious, Altius, Fortius, I believe it is. And then we have the Olympic rings here. I know it doesn't look like it, but they are the Olympic rings there, okay? We have USA team because we are the USA team. And then we have 2026.
Great.
I'm just making a mess.
The best skaters in the country come to St. Louis this January. Be there when the Olympic team is announced at the 2026 Prevagen U.S. Figure Skating Championships, January 7th to the 11th at Enterprise Center. Purchase your tickets today at skatestlouis2026.com.
Each competitor's music will be played one time in the following order. Sarah Everhardt, Sophie Joline von Felten, Josephine Lee, Alysa Lee, Emilia Nemirovsky, Anabel Wallace.
Okay, and welcome back for the third and final group of the Championship Women's Practice Ice here on the Rinkside Practice Cam on Peacock. Obviously, you know that because you're clearly watching. If you are, Paulina Edmonds is here with me. We just had a quick little ice break, ice make, same thing. And yeah, we got some phenomenal skaters in this group. Alysa Liu, crowd favorite. So pumped to see what she does here. I don't know if we're going to see any Gaga today or if we're going to see that beautiful short program of hers. Also some really great up-and-coming skaters from the junior ranks in this grouping.
Totally.
Emilia Nemirovsky.
Landed a triple axel recently.
Yes, yes. She's a little jumping bean. And then Sophie Joline von Felten. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
I did not pronounce that right. I'm so sorry.
Sophie Joline von Felten. Also has a triple axel. These girls are hungry.
Oh,
they
want it.
All the glory that comes with being a senior at this event, the magic of the Olympic year. And I think that's what is so beautiful to watch because we have our favorites. We have the experienced skaters. We have Alyssa. We have Amber. We have Isabeau. We have Bradie. We have so many stars that we've gotten to know over the years. But the up-and-coming talent that we're going to be seeing not only excel this week but carry us through into the future is so exciting.
Yeah, couldn't agree more.
And it keeps all of the veteran skaters on their toes to know there's someone coming up right after them. So it's so great.
I love it, and you can just see the future of women's figure skating just developing, and there's so much depth, which is amazing. Oh, I'm so excited to see if we're seeing a Gaga on this one or not, or what Alyssa is about to put out here.
She could be keeping it on lock to surprise everyone.
Honestly,
we really don't know.
Knowing her, she'd just rip out MacArthur Park and then in the program in the event do Gaga just for the bit of it.
Honestly, though. Look at those tights Alyssa's wearing as well.
Love it. She is such an individual and looks like she just did something different to her hair too. Why not?
She's got so much spunk.
She does.
And the skating to back it up. And
I
love
agree.
it.
It's so funny just how chill she is on these practices. I mean, I love it. She's like, yeah, I'm here to skate. I love skating.
I mean, talk about someone that really thrives under adrenaline. She is so cool, calm, and collected when she competes. and never really seems frazzled.
No.
And I think it's that tapping into flow state zone. She trusts herself so much. And you're never worried watching her skate the way that you're biting your nails for your other favorite skaters.
Yeah, 100%. She lets you really enjoy it by just creating moments, not just for us, but for herself.
Competitors, this warm-up has concluded. Now skating, Sarah Everhardt, free skate, followed by Sophie Joline von Felten.
Sarah Everhardt is such a strong skater. She has phenomenal jumps.
This program's so quirky, but I love just the simplicity, but also like the authenticness of some of these movements. She's really gotten sharper and so much more clarity to her movements, which is just like that next tier of this championship senior, these women, like at that top level, it's every single second, every single moment matters.
And it's amazing to see skaters like Sarah come into the senior level and strive so hard to improve that artistic scoring immediately. It's not something she's waiting for. It's something that she's been obviously pushing forward since last season, and it is so amazing to watch the progress. She looks great. We can see that she's marking her jump elements right now. Some of that strategy coming in. She'll probably be hitting all of these jumps once her music is over.
I'm sure. I mean, she might even pull up Paulina Edmonds and do a full run through when she doesn't have the music on.
And I would support it. Sarah was 7th and 5th at her Grand Prix this season. This program was choreographed by Shaylin Bourne.
Oh, really? Oh, interesting. It would make sense for the detail of just, again, everything having something. I'm so used to these days seeing Shaylin's choreography be more on the male skaters.
Yeah.
In the men's event, and like just the crazy rawness that she creates. But it is quirky. I could see it looks different. It doesn't just look like a program.
Yes, there's a lot of meaning and detail work in all of the movement. And it's funny, I talked to Sarah at the start of the season to kind of share what she was going to be skating to, and she did tell me that Shaylin brought this piece to her and was really like painting the picture in Sarah's mind of what this program could be, and wanted to see if she would be on board, and Sarah really ran with it. One to watch this week, Sarah Everhardt.
Mm-hmm.
Now skating, Sophie, Joline von Felten, short program, followed by Josephine.
Seeing some triple axles right now? What do you think?
That's what I was
We throw out a
just
quad?
wondering. Once again, are we going to see it marked, or is she going to go for it? I'm going to say she's going to go for it. She was third at both of her junior Grand Prix this season. She is last year's junior champion. And she was first at Eastern Sectionals. Triple axel. That was easy.
I think someone like Sophie, I think, will benefit a lot of competing and just getting under that pressure with this type of content. And on a championship stage like this, the more exposure she can get, I think she could be like a huge, again, future for your Team USA and US figure skating.
She's definitely showing that grittiness that you want to see in a competitor in terms of not being afraid to put it all out there. She's not going for less than what she's capable of. She's putting the triple axels in. She's showing the judges, hey, look, this is how strong I am. I want you to know my name.
Yeah,
And it'll be so exciting to watch her continue to develop, especially in the artistic department as she continues in the senior level.
I like that. I want you to know my name. I like that.
I felt that way when I was 15 in Boston.
Yeah.
I got on my practice and I was like,
We here.
give me that Olympic spot.
Yeah, no, I'm not here to ask. I'm taking it. And I think something that will help Sophie in the future, I mean, clearly she has the content to be competitive on a very high level. I think just like a little bit more finesse to all of her movements. She's really trying to command them, but there's moments where I feel like although there's something happening, it can feel a little bit empty. And if there are little mistakes like that, whether that was intentional or not, within a performance, if there's little mistakes like that, and then there's also moments of a little bit of emptiness, whether it be emotionally or like the integrity and intention behind the movement, I think those things will all add up really quickly, where when you see someone like Alysa, if there is a little mistake, or even Amber, if there is a mistake, the rest of the movements still keep that composure.
You want to stay in character
Yes.
no matter what.
Yes.
Yes. Well, she is 16, so she's got plenty of time.
She is, but also she could say what you said, and you were like, give me that Olympic spot. You
True.
never know. I mean, the body of work is something that needs to be addressed as well, but that doesn't mean you can't come here and try to deliver.
Exactly. I mean, we're all looking for that full package quality in skaters, no matter what age you are. Here comes Josephine Lee. This is a very fun program. Flip triple toe, solid. Josephine really made a splash in 2024, getting the silver medal at Nationals. see in her face when she skates. She's just got that factor in herself where she wants to just have so much fun projecting and presenting whatever she's skating to. And I would love to see her continue to match that with working on the quality of all of her movements, stretching everything out, everything from posture, toe point, leg stretch, hands.
I completely agree. I do think that like facially her performance has gotten a lot better though. Like she seems to be playing a lot more.
Yes.
And the use of her eyes. Yeah,
yes.
like even
she
there.
has like that Starr quality when she's using her face.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I want to see the rest of all of her movements kind of match that, which is hard to do. And she does hit sometimes, like that was so beautiful, that sequence she just did.
Like very energetic footwork here.
Yes.
Oh, fun ending.
Super fun.
Now skating, Alysa Lee, free skating, followed by Emilia Nemirovsky.
Skating now, Alysa.
Here we go.
She's staring at us.
Nothing could phase her.
Oh, seems
Here
like
we
it's
go.
Gaga.
Yes, Gaga. I am really glad that she's choosing to practice competing Gaga before the actual Olympics and not just pulling it out there. Because I think no matter how cool, calm, and collected she is, feeling comfortable with your program is really important at something as big as the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, like, there might need to be some minor tweaks depending on how it develops and how it's performed here. So
exactly.
You might need a little trial run. Also another skater who has like a lot of effortless power. I find Alysa gets speed from almost nothing. I mean, obviously working with someone like Bonillo on skating skills, you are going to learn how to skate.
She's very smooth. We can see her marking her program here. Again, I think very smart considering this is her unveiling the program for us at Nationals. There's no need to put more pressure on this moment than for her to just have fun and showcase the choreography. Give her a little bit of taste of what they're going to see here this week.
I like the musical build of this program.
I do too.
It's definitely different than what I saw back in September and
Yes.
August.
I think the music choice of Paparazzi is a really good rhythm to open the program, and flowing into this makes more.
turned it up, I think. It sounds like at the end. Because for me, it wasn't.
I was just going to say that
It did not.
it didn't fill the arena the way that other songs have, and it was playing lower than it should have.
Yes, no, I completely agree.
And those songs are electric, so they will fill the arena, played at the right volume.
Yeah, you looked at me. I like lifted my headset like twice because I was like, hold on a second. Am I not hearing this right? It was like the first half really filled very powerfully.
And once Bad Romance started, it kind of
the energy dropped. I don't know if you need to like raise like the bass a little bit or if you need to like just raise the volume because like it's going to be great if the music doesn't let you down.
Absolutely. I think all of the instruments need to encompass the sound.
Speaking of another...
Is Caitlin coming? Can we get her deck?
No, she's not coming this time.
I'm just kidding.
But another future for Team USA, Emilia. Such a beautiful
skater.
Powerhouse.
Yes.
I remember when I lived in Detroit, I worked with her when she was like 7 or 8 years old. And even then, I was like, man, this little minion's skating circles around me right now.
Wow. Triple Lutz, triple toe. Very strong right off the bat.
And I love watching these young newcomers come onto the senior scene and just attack in presence. She doesn't look like this is her first time.
No, not at all. I don't know if TikTok has something to do with that, or performing for a camera or what, the younger generation, but they are getting a lot better at it straight out of the gate. Great musicality too. Yeah. Great jump. Musicality is dope. Like, could be kind of dangerous.
I mean, I think she's a perfect example of a skater that can completely throw a wrench in everyone's plan with this scene.
Yep. Whether that throws a wrench in the Olympics selection, I don't know. But this week,
of course,
I think you can definitely come if you deliver 2 solid skaters. Like, who knows what they want to do with you?
Exactly.
Her eye contact is great, though.
Christy Ness used to tell me, she was Christy Yamaguchi's coach. She used to tell me when I was growing up, every year that I went to nationals, she would say, you know what? You sit in the locker room, you tie up your skates, you have a chance just like everyone else.
Mm-hmm. I used to tell myself this thing, and to Caitlin before we skated sometimes, I'd say, why not? Like, why not us?
Yeah.
Because you spend so much time trying to convince yourself why you don't deserve something or why you should need to wait your time or all of these things. But then I made the shift, and we both just started being like, why not? Like, why don't we? Like, why can't we do this?
Step into it.
Yeah, like, let's do it.
Lean in.
Yes, lean in.
As they say.
Lean in. Well, she has a lot of promise for the future, and even just this week too. I'm excited to see. It's going to be interesting just to see how like the mental game holds up at a championship event, especially if she delivers a solid short. How that day in between they handle the stress.
Anabel Wallace was second in Pacific Coast Sectionals. I really like this song. The way it's kind of dark and
Yeah,
creepy.
no, I love it.
It sounds so good in the arena.
Well, again, that's what we were talking about, like with Alyssa's music. The first part is so powerful, and Bad Romance is powerful. It just needs to hold. Like, if your music is like 70% of the battle, in my opinion, maybe even more, because you can get your audience or lose your audience without even skating.
It's true.
My favorite is you can audibly hear some of the audience wanting to clap along, and then they stop because no one else is really doing it. So I'm talking about skating first. The audience is like afraid. They're like, oh, I don't want to be the first person to do it.
That's true.
So like, if you get everyone just comfortable realizing you're all here for the same thing, just cheer and go absolutely bonkers for these skaters, you will see some unreal skates. I skated so much more passionately, even though I didn't think I could, the louder an audience got into it.
Exactly. I think even in Boston earlier this, well,
I guess
it wasn't last year, in March, it was so incredible watching the crowd be so enthusiastic for all of the skaters, and especially when the skaters sometimes maybe do make a mistake and need the crowd to kind of cheer them on and rein them in. And like that brought tears to my eyes in Boston when I was watching the crowd absolutely cheer on everyone, regardless of like what the performance was. It was magic.
I completely agree.
There are approximately 11 minutes remaining in this practice session.
All right, so just under 10 minutes left of this practice. If you guys have any questions, please send them to Paulina and I at US Figure Skating on X. You can see the graphic on the screen. Please send your questions to us. Yeah, we're going to do our best just to answer those things. I see some people in the audience waving to the Jumbotron right now. I love that. Taking photos of it, including Paulina is also taking a photo of it.
I have to send it to my husband.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, so if you have any questions, please send them to us on X. We're doing our best to answer them. Just under 10 minutes left of this practice. And then up next, we'll have the men's, and I'll have Jackie Wong, rocker skating, joining me. But still, let's get some chats going in on this one.
You only get me for 10 more minutes, everyone.
Oh, yeah, I know. Oh, man.
I love seeing all the like anxious eye contact from the skaters as they skate by in this last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I see it because we are like literally as close as the coaches are on the wall. So these skaters keep skating by us and just like they don't know if they should look. They don't know if they shouldn't look. Sarah just skated by and just like locked eyes for like 8 seconds. Gave some serious side eye. So either that was her way of being like, yo, watch this. So let's see what she's got going on.
Come on, Sarah. Bang. Triple Lutz, triple toe.
Sweet. That's what the side
I think you
was
were
for.
right. It was. She was like, hey, camera on me, please.
Yeah, that was great. Timing was great.
We got her. Alyssa getting her final reps in.
And just laughing every time she lands a jump.
She's chilling.
Alyssa's the funniest when we do this practice size commentary because she like honestly tries to talk to us every time.
I know.
She's like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, we are on air.
Yeah, focus.
Yeah, maybe we should just put the headset on her and have her say hi.
Honestly.
I would if I wouldn't feel guilty that they have to compete tomorrow.
Exactly.
That's distracting.
Triple Lutz, triple loop. There it is from Alyssa.
From Lori, love you guys so much. So much fun listening to your perspectives on the competition. Who is going to be the dark horse of nationals? Oh my gosh, that's such a hard question, Lori, because you're asking. There's many horses in this stable.
Absolutely.
But I mean, like, it depends on what discipline. But if we're gonna talk about just women, I think Emilia could be just based on today's practice. From what she did in the run through, like I don't know how the rest has been going. I think Emilia or Sophie could be quite interesting just because of the content that they produce.
Absolutely. They're very technically strong skaters. It'll be very interesting to see how they do in the senior event again. So we will see on that one. I think definitely Sarah as well. She's so strong. And I think if she really delivers 2 solid skates, she's going to mix things up.
I agree with that. I think that's what I'm talking about. Like, who's the dark horse of the event? I mean, like,
I don't
all
know.
of them?
Yeah.
All of them? I don't think there's, like, any clear, like, 100% if they stand up, they've won. Because I think that there's people that have so many amazing qualities just across the board, and that's not, like, your PR response to keep everybody equal. I genuinely...
There is. And even, like, right now we're just watching this group, so of course these girls are on our mind, but in the lost groups, you know, we had Elyce, Lin-Gracey, we had Cherry Zhang, we had so many gorgeous potential. So much promise. But, you know, at the end of the day, this is just a practice, and the quality mentally it takes to be able to perform when it counts is what sets apart the top skaters from the rest. And that is the unpredictable part. And I don't think we can really make any calls on who's going to do that until we all watch together.
I completely agree. And as Paulina mentioned earlier, like, sometimes she would have bad practices and have amazing skates. So just what you produce right now is not your product that you're going to be delivering tomorrow or the days later in the week. I think that, like, every skater is different and every day is different. Every, like, hour is different.
Yes.
Anything can change.
Yes.
So I think just I think it's going to be really exciting. I think it's going to be really intense. And I think if you are watching in the arena or even at home, we could feel your energy. But if you're in the arena, I want you guys all to go absolutely bonkers. Like, yell, scream, clap. Don't be shy. I can guarantee you this person you're sitting next to you will either get into it with you or they're going to turn and judge you, but it's all good. You probably won't see them again for a while. So
It's true.
Go crazy because we feel the energy. We
do.
feel it.
We do. And yeah, I would say, like, as a viewer, as you're watching, of course, admire all of the skaters that make you feel something, that touch you with their movement, regardless of the elements, because it is an art, and that's kind of the beauty of watching a sport like skating. And then if you're looking for those potential, you know, true, like, sportsman champion skaters with the mentality of hitting it when it counts, just really take a peek at which skaters are able to withstand the pressure and land everything regardless of what their scoring is. I think skaters that put out clean skates are really showing that mental side of being a champion. And you can really get a gauge on who has the most potential through that as we look forward to the future after nationals.
Completely agree. Well, the Championship Women's Short Program competition starts tomorrow night at 7:24 p.m. Central Standard Time. And we are so excited to see if you guys are going to be there. We know we will be.
We will be. If you see us on the concourse at any point, please come say hi.
Yes, absolutely. Don't be afraid. Paulina does bite. I'll bark, but it's all good. Just kidding. We'll be fine.
We're
Also,
very nice.
Yes. Also, go check out her iron butterfly. Like, that thing is so sick.
Woo!
Woo!
If you want a crew neck, hit me up, because I'll be around.
Yes.
I'll be running.
All right. Well, that just wraps up our final group of women. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Paulina.
Of course.
For your insight and your knowledge and your stories and your expertise and everything else you brought. It's been such a pleasure, and thank you for everyone tuning in and watching. Hang out. Stay here for a while. We're going to be following up here in a minute with the men's practice group 1. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
This concludes the practice for Championship Women Group C. The next practice session will be for Championship Men Group A. Competitors may now take the ice.